Victor, Jocelyn, what's going on, guys?
Hey guys, oh my God, it's so awesome to see you.
Likewise, we
it's
have
been
the
4 months,
reigning.
but it's felt like it's been forever.
I
I
miss you
know.
guys. I know you guys were in LA, a couple, and we were trying
Yeah,
to link up.
Yeah,
How
I
how
know,
was
but it's
LA?
crazy. The traffic, I mean, it's
yeah.
awful. Like from
Well,
where we were, where you guys were, 2 hours.
yeah,
That's
absolutely.
Yeah,
yeah.
isn't it nuts? It's like, oh, 30 miles. It's gonna take us 2 hours, and you're like,
Yeah.
Well,
I'll
and I
see you
know
next time.
you guys were out for
Yeah.
it was for your kids, right? Your kids were doing something, and so it's like,
Yeah, yeah,
and
yeah.
so yeah, we had planned on getting lunch, and then it was like, traffic. It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna work.
Yeah.
No,
So,
and then now, like, okay, well, maybe we thought, oh, let's escape to LA for a couple of days. Like, yeah, we can't even get time off work right now.
no,
So,
not gonna
That's
happen.
crazy.
I know.
Work is awful. Hey, do you guys need a job? Yeah.
you want to move to New Mexico? I can see you guys hustle, man. You got jobs here.
Oh my goodness. I know on that challenge with
Oh
the
yeah, I know, right? Seriously, we're like, oh yeah,
we could clearly sound things out.
broccoli. Yeah.
Broccoli.
Hey, you weren't the only one because I looked at that. It's like, there's no way it's that easy. It's got to be something else that I'm not
That's what
getting.
he said.
Well, people were asking me like, why didn't you just show them? And I'm like, well, it's not written the way
Yeah.
they write it. It's not written the way we write it. It's written phonetically, like the way
Yes.
it sounds.
Yes.
And
there's
so
no-
it was really difficult.
No.
Okay, so I'm curious, how does it feel to be, like I mentioned earlier, the reigning king and queen of the race, back
Oh,
to back first places? Like that's
I
bonkers.
think
Like, are
Victor
you
would
guys?
be like, hello,
Where's
fan.
your crown?
So you guys went two in a row. Like honestly, like I know we were thinking it, and everyone, you guys were painting a target on your back because we knew
Well,
U-turn was coming up.
yeah, exactly. And that's the thing because like, because no.
We were so, I mean, I didn't feel like we were a target. I thought we were one big family. I seriously adore everyone.
Oh,
We
no.
Oh,
do
for
adore
sure.
everybody, but John and Greg, they were
They
coming
are
up to us
sneaky.
after Morgan and Lena got that express pass, or they came up to us and asked us, hey, what about you turning Morgan and Lena because they've got the express pass? We got to get that out of play. This was at the Lotus Challenge before you guys showed up.
Mhm.
So they weren't even putting that into our brain, right? And then later, at the end of the second leg,
We're not giving you anything away.
no, at the end of this second leg, they were saying, well, Steve and Anna Lee from second flight leaped ahead, right?
Right.
They need to be watched. But but at the same time, I'm thinking they're probably saying the same crap about us.
Oh, and yeah, everyone was talking about you. That when you won two in a row, we're like, hey, Victor and Jocelyn, they're the great people, but like, let's not let them get ahead of us too
for
much.
sure.
We're the oldest team.
And Elise going across that tightrope. I mean, to me, they would be the first team that
She was
do
yeah.
the
You can say whatever you
challenge.
want, but they didn't win 2 legs in a row.
No.
So
Yeah.
No, and
No.
you know what? Like we all love each other. It was all love, but at the same time,
it's
like,
$1 million. Come on.
You got to
Yeah.
take out that front. You know, you can't.
I pushed Jocelyn in front of a train for $1 million too.
Yeah.
So.
Oh yeah. Oh, yeah.
Well, no, actually, she would push me.
Yeah.
Yeah,
For
You
sure.
gotta-
that's
Hands
the other
down.
way around. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's so
But
funny.
yeah, it was definitely you guys were started painting that target on your back, and you guys now at this point you were the strongest team of the show, and you know what? Like I think everyone was shocked. Like we look at like Liam and Jeremy, and they're like all like hulked up, like looking all
Yeah.
good, and then you get like the brothers are all fit, and then here
Yes.
comes the married couple, and you guys are dominating.
You're
Yeah,
killing
and I'm
it.
like
You
I'm
guys-
like happy for married couples,
Yeah,
but I'm also
representing.
jealous that it's not us.
I'm
You
like,
know?
how come
Oh,
Victor
but the thing was, it's like you two were on our targets from day one. Like when we first saw you at that hotel, we couldn't talk, right?
Yeah.
But here you are. You guys were at least a foot taller than us.
Yes.
At least a foot taller than both of us.
No,
And
we
we're just like,
thought that you guys were the
you guys gonna
Barbie. You're like, they're so
definitely. They're so
Yeah.
pretty, so tall, so athletic. We're screwed. That's what we were thinking. Oh my God.
Okay, but thinking that and then coming in first back to back, you must have been feeling like they're chump change back there. Like
No,
I mean,
because I
I
mean,
was afraid. I
you
was
watched the
seriously
race.
afraid.
You guys watch the race. everybody gets smacked down.
Oh,
And
yeah.
I mean, they didn't put it on, but I said like probably 10 times during every interview.
Yeah.
It's like, you can go from first to last and last to first
Yeah.
in the blink of an eye. You
Yeah.
just never know.
Okay, Jocelyn, I just have to say that the previews for episode 2,
Episode 3?
no, the last episode where
Lotus.
like I was like, just because you're so sweet and like you're just so kind, and the way that the juxtaposition of like the beginning of it where you're like, this is fun.
Oh, that's so funny.
And then it was like, I'm gonna barf. Like it was just like but it was such a hard challenge.
Okay.
I don't remember saying, let's go catfish. I seriously, when Victor showed me, I'm like, is that me? And then Victor's like, oh, I'm pretty sure it's AI. They generated that. And I thought, for sure, because I don't remember saying those stuff at all.
Oh, that was the funniest. I think that was my favorite part
Yeah,
of the
when you're
whole-
like, oh, this is fun. And
Yeah.
you're like, uh-oh. And like after knowing, you're like, here we go. Like, be careful what you say.
No, but it was
And can we talk about how long that challenge was? Like people, like it, I don't think the episode does it justice because it looks so much easier on screen.
than it was.
Like everyone
Yeah.
was tears at the
It
end
was,
of that.
it was a minimum an hour and a half for Jocelyn. I don't know about you guys.
You're
Oh,
close
yeah,
to
it's
2.5
funny.
hours.
Yeah, Todd's like, Ashley, you're like pushing like 3 hours. And I
Yeah.
was like, what?
I lost my shoe and I was screaming, and nobody, honestly,
those
nobody
producers
said
are like,
anything.
all
right?
right.
So
Yeah.
I was in panic mode, but the shoe just stuck into that mud, that whatever the thing is, just like
It was more than mud.
How long would you guys say it took you to do the market one? You guys probably blazed through that. I know.
Well, the problem with the market, what because people were saying, "Oh, that's so easy, it's so easy," but we had to go pretty far out. It was like a good 20-minute
deep.
drive past wherever,
Yeah.
and then another 20-minute drive back. So it wasn't that easy.
Yeah.
But that market, the thing was, we started that challenge, and then one of the ladies was like, "What are you guys doing?" And then I was like, "Oh, we're playing a game." And they're like, "Oh, you're playing a game?" And they got so into it.
Oh, no.
Like the lady behind us that was selling the duck and the roast pig or whatever.
Ladies.
They were so
that's
into
what
it.
it was.
They were like, "Oh my God, we want to help you," but then they can't help us, right? So I want to say it took us. It was at least 30 minutes because you had to run like all the way down and back at least a couple times, right?
Well,
So
I think it's definitely the easier challenge, like time wise.
like, who wants to be outside in the hot, humid, Thailand sun and scoop heavy pomelos and
The only reason why we chose that is because
I was
Ashley
like, I'm
was
not
done
getting
with
back
the
in
water.
water.
She's like, I'm
Yeah.
not
I
getting
don't
back
want
in
to
the
see
water.
water for the next 5
Yeah.
days. I was done with it. But I will say, I think our doing the challenge that we did, the market challenge after you helped us.
Yes,
Yeah,
absolutely.
that's what we were thinking.
Yeah,
Because
absolutely. That
we
was the same lady who went around and helped Pink Team. That's exactly why, because she was the same lady that we went through. She knew
Like she
all
wanted
those-
airtime,
Yeah.
so she was like trying to do what she could to help everybody, right?
She's all lipstick
Like
on.
one of the things that they didn't show on the show is like we had a blast. Like I
That
was
was the-
dancing with the people. We're all dancing and having a good time. And then some like the egg lady started coming out and giving me free eggs.
She gave
Yeah.
us like 4 hard
Like
boiled
hot,
eggs.
they were hot too. I was like, oh,
Did you eat them? Did you eat them?
I was like, eat them, and he's like, I don't
Well,
want
because they didn't feed us. They didn't feed us. Did you eat any?
No,
I
no.
know. You should
Well,
have.
we were running
I brought it
through-
with us though.
Yeah,
I think
people
we
were
even
like,
gave it to Phil.
I think people were handing us like samples of fruit as we were running. So it was like, this is good. This is the
Oh,
best
nice.
food I've ever had.
Yeah.
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 Yeah,
We're like,
but
"Mm,
I will
that's
say I think it was a little easier for us. Well, maybe you knew the language, right? And you knew what you're looking for. But like we had to rely on like we didn't hesitate to go deep in the market because we had no idea what anything was.
Yeah.
So like you guys might be like, ooh, this is like jackfruit. Like it should be around here. It's not
I'm
shouldn't
like,
be down
maybe
there.
these are socks. I
And
don't
yeah,
know.
we have no idea.
Yeah.
We don't
Yeah.
know if we're looking for like,
Yeah.
anything.
Anything.
That's
Socks.
true.
Yeah.
No, that's true. Yeah, because I think I knew 8 out of 10 items. Broccoli got me for a moment there.
Broccoli.
And then the jackfruit, like the word in Thai and word in Laotian, completely different. So like I had no idea. I thought I was looking for some bakery item, and then finally it just happened upon, and but it was written phonetically, right? It's not like written in a foreign language, so at least
Right.
if you tried, people could kind of figure out what you're saying,
Yeah.
right? So That's what you were doing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
At least we were trying our best.
Trying. Yeah.
So,
you did
okay.
awesome. You did
So
awesome.
I knew you knew the language. Everyone knew you knew the language. You
No,
tried to
no.
tell everyone you didn't know the language.
You know, yeah, people are gonna say I'm playing it off coy, but honestly, I don't know it that well, but just I knew the accent I had to say things in, and I think that helped because yeah, it did help to some extent, and I've been called out even by my own friends. It's like, dude, isn't that cheating? Like you grocery shopping in Thailand, is that not like the biggest setup? You're just cheating. It's
Yeah,
like,
it's tailor made for you, man.
Help
But
future teams,
Exactly.
right?
I mean, if like they
Yeah,
did one,
you know.
if they did one for me that was like, hey, shoot
do
baskets.
basketballs,
I
exactly.
mean,
yeah.
I'm in it 100%. I'm doing that.
Yeah. If you have a dancing challenge for professional cheerleaders,
Mhm.
what do you expect? Are they gonna just fall on their faces? No.
No, they're
come
gonna
on.
thrive.
So yeah,
Yeah.
you guys definitely found the opportunity and capitalized
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah.
But you still missed something though. You guys
we still missed
something.
it.
I know. I made a mistake.
And why did we miss
That
it?
was so
Because
cute. How do you
Jocelyn made a mistake.
I love that. I absolutely
That
love
was
that.
one of that got because we had like a little watch party last night. All our friends refused to watch it and then watched it later.
That's so awesome.
And then we all watched it and they were like
loved that.
what you said, you're like, oh, she got something wrong. All the married couples were like, ah,
yeah, it was so funny. It's so relatable. It's so relatable.
To married couples, it's so relatable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's another thing.
The only time she ever admits to being wrong is on national television, and I got it saved.
Because I'm never wrong.
She's never ever wrong.
That's
like,
funny.
I don't remember
Ashley has
saying,
that
"Let's
same
go
quality.
catch."
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
a gift and a curse.
Ashley
but
has that same quality. Never wrong. It's interesting. Interesting how that works. So that brings up another topic. Like, how is it racing as a married couple? Like, how many times were you guys bickering a lot? Because I know we were.
I don't believe
We made a pact. We made a pact because, well, who was it that there was that ex?
we argue way too
Oh,
much.
we argue so much
like,
every
every
day.
day,
I'm
at
like,
work.
and of course, I'm always wrong, right?
He's
So
the idiot coworker.
I'm the idiot coworker, and I have to apologize and grovel
Yeah.
on my hands and knees
Yeah.
like every freaking
Why?
day.
Why
So-
did she make this decision?
So we had to make a pact going on because there was it Tim and Marie that there was the exes who actually competed together.
Oh yes.
And they were at each other's throat the
Oh,
whole time. It's
yeah.
like, we're not going to be them. We're not going to be them.
Mhm.
So we came up with this little thing, you know. It's like every time we were
Oh,
gonna be
that's
at
what
each
it
other's
really
throat.
means.
So whenever we were going to kill each other, hey,
Yeah.
Jocelyn, because there were a
Yeah,
couple
yeah.
times when I tried that, she's like, not now, not now. It's like, get the heck away from me, not now. It's like, okay, I gotta wait. Give me like 10 minutes. I'll try it again.
Yeah, that
And
was
then-
from the pond where like I am dying.
I tried to do
My
that
shit.
right after she got out. She's like, don't even
Not
look
now.
at me
It's-
right now, not now.
Not
It's
now.
funny because Ashley and I talked about like a safe word, right? To
Yeah.
say like, hey, like I'm starting to get mad, like let's leave it alone. But you know how it goes with like this or safe words. It's like, yeah, F that. Like we're not,
I'm so
I don't
mad
care
right
anymore.
now, yeah.
I'm so mad right now. I don't care about it. You know?
Yeah, it's
And
like, why did you let me do that challenge, you idiot? You should have been out there. doing it.
I know.
Right.
Absolutely.
I will
Well,
say
didn't we have so much fun? I mean, you wanted to eat that whole bucket
Oh my
of
God.
fish food
I know.
for the express pass.
I would've done
would've
it,
given
too.
to you.
I would have done it for just laughs. Like, let's be honest, you know? So
But
but that was such good editing. We're like, oh, they're probably really stressed. And we're all here
We had a
fishing.
Sean
blast.
could care less. Yeah, I'm like, I was like, you guys were just chilling and just
Oh.
Well,
enjoying
Vic,
the
you knew how it was. It was kind of fun not doing it for a
It was
while.
fun.
you know?
We were bonding. We were chugging down sports drinks the whole
Mhm.
time. Because I asked Jocelyn, "Did you get anything drinks?" Like, no.
yeah, I had some that pond water.
Yeah, it was
delicious.
it was
I
disgusting.
was telling Victor, I hope I don't have diarrhea tonight.
Yeah.
I know. I'm like, am I gonna get like dysentery or something from this
Yes.
water? It was awful. I will say though, like as the only married couple on the race, you definitely, I feel like, do you think it's an advantage being married, or do you see other teams where it's like brother, sister, best friends? I feel like, what are your thoughts? Do you think it's more of an advantage coming on as married couples?
There are some advantages, but then right there's some disadvantages too. I mean, you know each other, especially being married for a long time. You know each other. You can give each other a look. It's like, okay, we got it. But then, like you said, that bickering, you know, that's something that maybe siblings are the only other ones that, kind of have that same, because, best friends, you're not living with each other 24/7, right? And so yeah, I think that was just something we tried really, really hard to hold back, but
Yeah.
it was tough.
And what we're scared about too is like we bickered a little bit, right? Not we didn't fight, we didn't have anything like really serious, but we did like get a little snippy with each other. But then also as a married couple, that's hard, is like they'll give you that look and you're like, oh crap. Like that look, she's not happy. I might have to deal with this in the hotel room. Like here we go. So I think it was a little harder. Like we have to, especially as husbands to wives, we have to talk to him a certain way. Whereas if it's like my boy, I'd be like, hurry up, dude, like stop being a pansy. Let's go, you know?
Yeah.
And so
I'll try that with me.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Well, because what that first COVID season, you had Cherie and what's her husband's name? Right. They were both former basketball players.
Oh,
right.
yes.
And they were like, they were saying, pain is just
The bungee
weakness
jump
leaving
people,
your body and that kind of stuff.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
That one was rough. I do remember that couple.
Right. And if you like full on, like get in a full on verbal argument, that's going on the show.
Oh
right?
yeah.
And then
100%.
even if you apologize 15 minutes later,
they're not going to show
They're not going to show the apologies.
No. So you're going to be like, oh great, here we go. And so, but I do want to say you guys show so well on the show.
Yeah, you guys are one of my favorites to watch.
Out of all our friends, we go, hey, like if we're not on it, who's your favorite couple? And you guys are it.
Absolutely.
So.
Oh, that's so awesome.
Yeah, like you guys have fans.
And I tell everyone, Victor low-key is like the funniest guy on the show, hands down. Yeah,
that comment you made, I think it was in your interviews, and you were talking about like, yeah, because we work together, and you're like, oh, I can't go home and talk about my coworker. Like, oh, he's an idiot. Oh wait,
that's you. Any questions from you guys?
Yeah, because okay, so Todd, I don't know how you find out all this stuff, because every time we check in, like, we're always trying to like, hey, blah, 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 blah. And then you always come up, it's like, hey, congrats on that first place. It's like, how did you know? So it's like, I was trying not to tell anybody because I didn't want that target on our back. So.
Yeah, well, me, I'm always talking to people, always gathering information. And so like, that's one of my strong suits, is just like connecting with people. Cause I truly like love everyone on that show. I think it was the coolest cast. We had so much fun.
Everyone was fantastic.
And so like, I mean, that brings up another question for you is like,
wait, answer this question first.
Oh, like how did I know everything? It's just because I connect with everyone and I'm always sneaking. I'm always talking to people.
There were times after we would check in, and I would, because you can't communicate, you can't like talk. I would see him like looking at the people like around, like in their own corner, and Todd would be like,
use your eyes signal.
And then they'd be like, like so we like there was definitely some communicating, like big time in the back, because that was our biggest concern, was like, okay, well, we see everyone here, and we're like, where's Victor and Jocelyn? Because again, we were like, after that first leg, we were like, they got first, and then
not gonna lie too, after that second leg, everyone was like Victor and Jocelyn are the strongest team here.
Yep.
I was like having nightmares that you guys were gonna win every leg.
Yeah,
and so because
sure.
that second leg was like pretty much the same as the first leg. Like we all kind of finished around the same time.
Yeah, it was crazy. And definitely for us on that first flight, right? I mean, I think from the time we left to the time the last team left, it was like an hour 45 or something. If you go back and look at the timestamps. So it was a huge advantage for us to be able to be on that first flight, because if we weren't on that first flight, my whole family, everybody I know, all the Thai, Laotian people in our community, they'd be like, you went to Thailand and you got knocked out first. Are you a freaking idiot?
No, you couldn't do it. Yeah.
You guys definitely had more pressure on you, for sure. More pressure.
I know, Jocelyn, like I was like crying for you, just because like when you were telling your story of just, I can't disappoint, like I don't want to disgrace.
Yeah, like you had your whole like family like on your back, and I'm like, man, what pressure. That's like jacked up, man.
I know, I was like, I hope Jocelyn gets it.
At least with us, we're like, we don't know what we're doing, But
That was really rough. I was seriously no. I like, yeah, jumping in. I was like, oh, this is gonna be fun. And then when I received the first rejection, I thought, oh crap, things are getting real now.
Yeah. How many checks did you have? I don't remember.
I don't remember, but according to the TV, it was 12, so it was a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
so how long average would you say between each check? Because Ashley and I were trying to figure that out.
I would probably say between each check, maybe 10 minutes or so. I think.
Yeah.
Ashley's like 10 to 15. Yeah.
No,
So how did you guys? So you're afraid of heights, just like I am. So how did you prepare yourself? Like, what if you actually had to do something crazy? What did you do? Did you do anything to prepare yourself?
So we went rock climbing. We
Yeah.
also
Like I love heights. I'm not scared of heights at all, but
no,
Ashley's
I'm absolutely
definitely
terrified. I'm
terrified of it.
terrified
Yeah.
of it. I get like, even when Phil at the starting, when he mentioned like it's like heart racing challenge, I immediately started, my pits were sweating, my hands were sweating, I was shaking, and I looked at Todd, I was like, you're doing whatever it is, you're doing it. And so
But what happens if it's that time where it's like you got to go? It's
I
your
know,
turn,
I
right?
know. It's one of those things where I told Todd, I'm like, I'm just gonna have to do it, like whatever it is, it's gonna suck and I'm gonna hate it, but I'm not gonna wuss out. But
What about you guys? Is there any phobias that you guys are like, uh-oh?
heights.
Dawson has the same height phobia.
Yeah.
Same height phobia.
And that's why when I saw above it all, oh no, Victor's doing it. Like without
Same.
doubt.
Same.
Yeah, immediately.
Victor, what on earth? Why did you share the answer with me?
You know, I don't know. I don't even recall doing that because
That was the biggest thing. Like everybody
That's my effect. That's what I do.
Like talking to Joel, right? I'm like, don't tell anybody. And the next scene, it's just like me huddling around. Everybody's like, oh, here's the answer.
But you are so smart,
No,
Todd.
yeah.
Like you are amazing. Like I swear, if it was Victor, he would just wait.
No. What they didn't show,
that is totally Victor.
No.
So
They
smart.
didn't show this,
No,
and I
no,
got to clear the air. They didn't show this because it pissed me off because every time somebody thought they had an answer, this whole group of people would just run with them, right?
Yep, and they line
I was
up.
getting annoyed at that part. So then the people that weren't like just bunched up at the front, it's like, why are you there? You don't even know the answer. At least look at the board to try to figure it out.
I will say the part where it shows you telling me, I don't think that was the part you actually told me because it looked like there's other people around. Like you told me like one-on-one, and it was very nice. So thank you. You saved my butt, man. And I was like, then you went up the whole line, and then I was like way back in the line.
Well, because I run up, and then all these people were there, and then Annalie turns around to me. You got it? It's like, I think I do. And then she's like, what's the answer? And in my mind, I'm thinking, well, I don't know you. I don't know what you're going to do to me. So all I said was, I told somebody back there, are you guys waiting in line? If not, I'm going. They didn't show that part, right?
Yeah.
So it's like, well, I'm not going to be a complete jerk. But at the same time, you know, we all were trying to help each other because, like you said, it's like over an hour on that stupid roof. My face got
you
burned.
were so smart.
But I mean, yeah.
But how did you feel? Like you told me, and then I told everyone. Like what?
I felt like I told somebody. You guys figure it out, but I'm racing you to the airport because I'm not going to be left behind. Right. And like Joel, right? I mean, he got there pretty much last. So well,
I didn't realize Joel knew it too. So like I'm thinking like, oh, that was good that what I did. Because if he would have done something, then I would have been like way in the back. So I'm glad the way I did it. But then everyone was saying like, why didn't you tell him the wrong answer? And I was like, nah, too early to. It
is way too early.
Yeah.
Too early to act like that.
Moment, you don't want to do that.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I think like you guys kind of fall in the same bucket as me. Is like I'm not there. Like I'm not trying to like.
I mean, it's not Survivor, right? And it's not Big Brother. Yeah. It's the Amazing Race. Yes, and then you also don't want like that one season where they had that one
team of five,
the Mind Five or whatever, where they were all working with each other just to get everybody else eliminated because there's no competition. We both went into this thinking we're going to run our own race, right? We're going to do this. We're going to win or lose. We're going to do this on our own, and I think we did. I mean, there were times when you try to help each other, but it's not trying to be a jerk about it.
Yeah.
You guys did run a race where like. You were like nice and cordial, but you guys did run like you guys didn't get involved in the pack mentality because it does get scary. Like when you're like, hey, let's go this alone. But if we go to alone, there's like less safety
Yeah.
in numbers. You know, so there's a weird dichotomy of like fear and like confidence that you have to like kind of work out on the race.
Yeah.
And it's magnified because you've got all that adrenaline and you got to make that quick decision, right? Because you make a dumb decision or the wrong decision and it can cost you. It can be
But
super
you guys
finicky.
were so
Yeah.
cute. I mean, I
You
find
guys-
you're so entertaining just hanging
And-
out with you. That little, I mean, like every time we talk, where are they? They're so funny.
Yeah.
And I just love your interaction in the cab on that first leg. You know, when Todd was trying to give you the compliment.
Yeah.
Oh,
You're like, where?
I've gotten more crap about that than anything. They're
Yeah,
like,
because I was
No,
like,
but-
he was laying it on pretty thick. That's why I was like,
well, what you don't see in that whole exchange was Ash was like, hurry up, tell the guy to hurry up. What's he taking you so long? What's going on?
He's looking over everybody's shoulder. He's not doing it right. He's not making the right
Oh
turn.
my gosh.
And
it
so that's when I was like,
sad. It was so sad. The cabbie, I mean, I saw your thing complaining about cab. Ours was just as bad.
Yeah.
I was seriously going, Victor, like looking out the window.
He was going 30 kilometers on the. We think we saw you guys pass us on
Yes,
the freeway.
for sure you
We're
guys
pretty sure we
passed.
saw you pass us.
Yeah,
oh, shoot.
yeah. You
But
guys
that
passed
orange
us.
is not hard. It's not hard.
No, you
but
can't miss
yeah,
it.
so imagine Jocelyn like that, and that's when I was like, babe, love you, you're my wife, but you gotta let's worry about the things we can control, right? We
Yeah.
can't like be right, like we can't like get on this taxi driver just because he's not comfortable with going
I
faster.
was like, watch me
Yeah.
get on him. I was like,
So-
you know,
So our code for all that was
see,
Oh,
that,
yeah.
so we just did not want to air all our dirty laundry on
I
TV.
love
Right? So that was our code.
That's
Yeah.
so cute. I am so glad I know what that means, because I was like,
Every
oh,
time you see that, so like at the end of the second leg, when you see Victor, he didn't even get mad, and it's like, yeah, he did. He's
That- so that-
poker right now.
that
but-
basically means like F
I'm
you.
mad at
yeah,
you.
like
I'm so angry right now,
yeah.
and
like on Friends where they do this, you know.
I love
Yeah.
that. I'm so
Yeah.
glad that I know that that's what that
I'm
means.
gonna start
I'm
doing
gonna
that
look for it now, and I'm gonna be like, ooh,
at
yeah.
home. I'm gonna start be like,
I'm gonna be like, get
so
on
take out the
way.
trash. You're all.
No, I don't want
Okay.
it. Leave it alone.
Yeah.
That's so funny. I love it. Well, we guys, I like honestly love watching your guys' race. I could watch it over and over again. You guys are amazing.
Thank
And
you.
just such a
We
fun-
love watching you guys,
Yeah.
and it's just been so awesome to see everybody's stories unfold. You know,
I know.
and you know, and your juicy comeback couple story. Yeah.
Yeah, I
So-
know.
And just so you know, it's like not like people are like speculating, like, ooh, infidelity. It's like, no, like it's not that. Like,
Yeah, I was like,
I
guys,
think married couples understand you go through these like
Yes.
dark times, right?
Yeah.
And you're like, it's not that serious, but they're definitely gonna
Oh
speculate.
yeah, I love reading on Reddit like their little theories about what
Yeah.
you guys went through. Oh my god.
Yeah,
Oh, because Todd chimed in. I'm like, yeah,
they're all,
well,
Todd must have cheated some.
because he
and-
chimed in. I'm like, well, you don't know me because I chime in on everything. So,
Yeah, I think I earned a top fan badge from the Amazing Race for their page because of all my snarkiness. Maybe I have to turn that down a little bit. I comment on people's comments. So it's like,
I
you
well,
know,
dude, you are like, you got the witty comebacks. Like you are like top. You're like top notch.
Yeah,
Witty comeback
100%.
guy.
It's you are.
Yeah.
You guys are so entertaining. Like I said, I could watch you over and over again.
Yeah.
well, thank
I
you.
didn't
Well,
realize
you
you were
never
that
know because from the previews, I think it's, you know, I think we're done. So
I
you
think
just
the
gotta-
next-
Oh, you guys are the number one spot. Stop trying to, you know,
We're just
stop
hoping
trying
that
to downplay it.
yeah,
Yeah.
if the U-turn comes up and Todd, like I said, you guys were, as much as we love you,
I will
You guys-
U-turn you. I'll U-turn my own wife, like you said. You know.
you guys were our target.
I mean,
so-
yeah, so we just wanted to stay ahead of everybody as much as we could because you can't take it for granted, you know, because everywhere we were at, Rob and Corey were right behind
They
us.
were
I know.
so
I mean, it's
fast.
crazy. Yeah, and little known fact, right? Rob speaks Thai. That's how they got through Thailand so well. So.
Dang it! I should.
I knew it. I knew it.
Yeah.
But hey, we got less than a minute.
We
It's
appreciate
good seeing you guys, man.
Yeah.
I miss you guys.
Next
Oh,
time
I
you guys
miss
come
you
up,
guys.
please again text us. We need it.
Definitely.
If we ever come to
Maybe we'll
Albuquerque.
have breakfast
We'll
this
fly
time.
into Ontario
Yes.
and then actually see you guys, right?
Yeah, that'd be
Absolutely.
great,
We'll
yeah.
pick you up. We'll show you around the cow town where we
Yeah,
live.
Cowtown, baby.
But no, you guys are awesome and we appreciate you guys.
Awesome.
All right.
Take care.
You guys.
Bye guys.